Today is a new state holiday. The Juneteenth flag now waves over the state capitol, where Governor Pritzker recently declared June 19th as Juneteenth National Freedom Day. Mark Maxwell is keeping you connected to the Capitol.
History is really shocking.
Abraham Lincoln's hometown of Springfield named Juneteenth a city holiday. And even though he was the great emancipator,
it happened here.
A timeline on display outside the Lincoln Museum illustrates the painful effects of racism, from slavery to black laws to race riots to redlining, an official policy denying loans to black homeowners in certain parts of town.
The pink part sort of looks like World War II a little bit, but it definitely looks similar to what it is today.
Inside Lincoln's presidential library,
behind me to my left, sits a rare copy of the Emancipation Proclamation.
Governor Pritzker and black leaders celebrated Juneteenth on Wednesday, declaring it a paid state holiday for government workers and teachers.
We're doing this because not enough understand what Juneteenth is all about.
The Illinois House elected Chris Welch as its first black speaker, 203 years after the state was founded and 245 years after America declared independence from British rule.
July 4th in this country was always celebrated as America's Independence Day, but black people didn't feel free.
I am the descendant of enslaved people only 4 generations removed.
Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton said slavery was personal for her family.
Those in my bloodline did their work in the fields of Mississippi from sun up to sundown, brutalized, being torn from their children, forbidden from learning to read, spending all day, every day working to build wealth for those who owned them as their personal property. And I think about how they must have prayed for our freedom.
Those prayers were answered January 1st, 1863, when Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, but slavery didn't end overnight.
It took more than 2 years after Lincoln signed it before it would be enforced in places like Texas at the edge of the Confederacy and the Union.
Those held as slaves in Texas had not yet learned of their new freedom. It wasn't until 2 years later, when Union forces reached Texas, that they learned that their chains had been broken.
Dr. Maya Angelou said, the more you know your history, the more liberated you are. Juneteenth National Freedom Day will help ensure every Illinoisan knows our history.
With this new law, no longer can a child grow up in Illinois without learning about Juneteenth in school.
This is why this is so important to teach to our young people, because it will blow their mind. We don't know a lot of this. We do not know a lot of the history, of American history, our history.
Reporting in Springfield, Mark Maxwell.